Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Roll 'em. Welcome, listeners. Blow hard, talk hard. Julian.
Traci.
And Pat's over here.
Pat's in the corner.
Hi.
How's everybody doing this week?
I'm well. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Traci, how you doing?
Sunshine, finally. Yes.
Sunshine in the city. It was cold this morning, but now it's nice.
It's lovely. It's nice to see it again.
Pat's seen, he goes, I never seen you wearing boots before. I go, these are from 20 years ago. I pulled them out of the garage because I kept getting my feet wet wearing shoes. He goes, oh.
Yeah. Everything's melting. Making a big mess here.
Yeah, it's good. Spring's around the corner, March 21st. Yes. What are we going to do?
Can't come soon enough.
We're going to hit the beach.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. In March.
The three of us, Hanlon.
Do it.
Hanlon's Point?
for the big company barbecue.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're going to be nude over there. Yeah. Nude
Yeah.
beach. We're going to get fungus on our fucking dicks.
Yeah,
terrible.
we'll have...
The Blowhard Company
Do people
picnic.
actually go in the water in Lake Ontario?
I wanted to know that too because as someone who lives near the beach, because there are people do swim by that one, like the beach down near kind of where I live over in in Parkdale.
Mm.
They swim in the water?
I see people in there and I'm like, always wonder like, could I go? Because again, we were talking about it, we're like about going first to the pool to exercise, just
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, could I just go down to the lake and do some laps? Because that would be free and you're not going to get bugged by
No
people.
way in hell, man. That'd be dangerous.
Or would I end up with getting some sort of skin disease?
You would.
It might cost you more in medication eventually.
I think those people that go on those like jet skis, they wear those body suits. They don't go there just like with fucking.
Would that be a good way though to save money on manscaping? I just go down and jump in the lake and then I have
your hair falls off?
all
your
my
hair
hair
falls?
falls off.
Mm-hmm.
And your skin goes with it too, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the other. It'd be getting nice exfoliation.
I remember a long time ago at Sunnyside Beach, they had a pipe. And I go, what's this pipe for? They're recycling the water to clean the lake from dirty to clean. And I go to the guy, I go, how long do you think this is going to take? Like, what kind of a stupid idea? Do you remember that?
No, but that's like they were just like some reason.
Yeah, they were saying they're going to take the water out, put it through some sort of fucking, I don't know, filter, and then push it back in the lake. So I'm like, okay, this is not a fish tank. It's not going to take me 3 hours.
It's one of the largest lakes in the world.
Yeah.
And
it's a great lake.
And the pipe was maybe like 6-inch diameter. I go, who thought of this, man?
That has got to be some sort of money laundering scheme. Like someone's like,
It was official though. This was official.
Somebody pitched that to the local government and they put money and effort and actual work into
But it was being done for a while because we used to go down there quite a bit. And I'm like, how long is this going to take? And the guy would just look at me. He wouldn't say nothing to the guys there. They just stand around, right? Those city guys. Yeah. And he was just like, whatever. And I'm like, stupid idea.
The year, 32,
You're talking how many millions of gallons of water are going to be going.
Wow. Didn't work because you're not supposed to swim in the lake.
Yeah, you never.
So.
And I'm talking 15 years ago, so maybe it's still going on. I don't know.
I would have to.
But somebody thought of that. Like it went through a whole process.
Yeah,
Somebody thought that was a good idea.
All the big heads of the
Green
city
like
sat down in a meeting. They all making six figures going, let's think here. What do we do? Clean the lake. Okay,
clean
great
the lake.
idea. How do we do it? Let's just filter the water. Like it. Okay.
Green light and
Okay. My God.
Jim, that's your project.
Just put that.
Jim makes six figures and he's unbelievable. But that was a true story, about swimming in the lake. So you should go there, see if it's clean.
Okay, where is that again?
By Sunnyside Pool, the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, I never. Just trickling.
Remember last week when we were talking about the jar? What was it? Fart in the jar? That porn star girl, Farrah Abraham, is selling poop in a jar now.
Yep.
And she's getting a lot of controversy.
Why? Because
Yeah.
it's just too delicious or too stinky?
Well,
FedEx guys are like,
there's other people saying that she's losing her mind because she's actually giving it a full description on the thing. This is
Yeah.
the way I do it. I put it in, I put this, I put the flavor, I bottle it, I put a
the
cotton
flavor
ball,
is.
Yeah.
and then I
Using the
delivered
cotton
in
ball.
one day. Delivered in one day, and she's
Yeah,
losing.
the
She's
big
losing it.
word there was putting the flavor. So like, okay, this is again
She
New
puts
England clam chowder.
a note what it's about.
Yeah, so she eats clam chowder for a whole day.
Yeah, so I guess so she notes today's menu was clam chowder. Enjoy your poop.
Okay,
And a little cotton ball of poop
clam. Yeah.
in a pretty
Today
little jar
this
with a cork.
is from the chili eating. I don't know. I've had chili eating contests on. I can't.
So we're
But if
very
someone
much on
offered
this
me a-
chili eating kick.
Somebody offered me a pot of chili right now. I'd eat the whole
Somebody
thing.
needs to get Pat some chili.
See, but then they're making fun of her. But why is she doing it? Is it working?
There's got to be a market for it, obviously. Like you would if
Like
she's-
on YouTube, they're saying to her like she's going crazy, whatever. Like, but obviously it's got to be working.
Well, she's making poop slime. I don't know what that is.
She's making
And
what?
Poop slime for kids. So
Poop
you're
slime?
selling a jar of poop slime. Saw that on her little
brown
merch
slime.
store.
Well, listen, as someone who
For-
has a very childish sense of humor,
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I would buy, even at my current age, a jar of poop slime, and you could have given one or sold me one at any day over all the rest of my whole life.
Okay.
Poop
Noted.
slime is official poop shit.
I think it's just fake.
I
It
think
looks
it's-
like
yeah.
feces.
Oh,
And
because
it's in a, like the
oh, so it's
the-
like a joke.
the emoji, the shit emoji shape. The bottle is
Okay,
in
it's
that
a
shape.
joke, but she's really selling her poop though.
Yeah.
But
a
she's
cotton
selling
ball.
to kids fake poop.
Fake poop to kids.
Yeah.
So she's covering all angles of this shit,
She's- yeah.
big project of hers.
Would it be illegal though? Like on a sort of ethics aside, like okay, you can't kids, it's illegal for kids to watch pornography, right? Like 18,
Right.
But is it illegal for kids to buy human feces through the mail? Or is, like again, like
Jesus Christ.
well,
I
I'm
don't
like
know.
what, like ethically,
This
it's
guy's
like that's
fucking losing it.
insane. Like again, but like if I was like, yeah,
So you got some 14-year-old kid
Who
who's gonna
loves-
go online and he's gonna order shit.
again, is that a good or a bad thing?
How's he gonna pay
I don't
for it?
even
Does he
know.
have a debit card or
I
Visa?
wonder-
He mows lawns and he's got to.
If she has it in the same store, if everything's linked on her same merch store, then the kid's gonna see
Like
the
if
poopy cotton balls right
so
there,
like
right?
If mom comes home one day and gets the mail and there's a jar there. It's like, what's that? Jim is like, that's my poo that I ordered.
Yeah.
Remember when ethics aside because I think it's bizarro, but I'm like, is there like legally could you sell? Is there an age restriction on selling fecal matter to humans?
An age to sell it?
Well, again, like you can't sell kids pornography.
I got you. I don't even think there's a law for this, but anyway.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I
Like it's
don't-
fun.
yeah,
it
'cause
just
it's
is
not
like
really-
like again, listen, if you want to, we all do it.
What were we
There's
saying
no
before?
age restriction on taking a shit.
In Japan, we were talking about the sex dolls.
Eat your chili and then sell your own.
Well, yes, again, don't
Yeah.
Who's gonna buy it?
Ah,
hey,
there's somebody out there for
Put it on
everybody.
put it on the website. Blowhard website. Pat's
Listeners.
poop. Yeah,
that's right. Prepare to have your mind
Jesus.
blown.
Yeah.
It's a
Unbelievable.
fucking Cadillac of feces.
Yeah, it's the Beamer. The funny thing is when we were talking about those sex dolls and I was telling you about that place where they look real, and then you told me that in Japan, guys are actually marrying these dolls.
Yeah, very famous.
Famous.
Well, it's just like the idea that there's a whole culture of gentlemen that have like
Getting
intimate.
literally married, officially married.
Wow.
They love these artificial.
Do they take them like to dinner and stuff?
I think they treat them like they love them so. I don't know. Well, I imagine they just go out. Maybe you make a
Do
reservation.
they when they come home? How's your day, darling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is it just a sexual thing?
No. It's more. It's not even. I don't think it's even. It's more than sexual. Like it's a true emotional connection.
Yeah.
And this is popular.
Well, I don't know how popular, but it's a thing. I don't think.
And so here, if you can't get married if you're like whatever, like, but there you can officially marry a doll.
Yeah, I think you can get a license and like that is your wife.
Holy fuck! I'm losing my mind to this.
That's
Which would be funny is
Interesting.
like if they get a divorce, it'd be funny. Does she get half?
Yeah.
He just has to pile it up on
Yeah. How does he know she's happy? Like,
Yeah. Oh, honey, we're making dinner tonight. What are you making? Like, and just looks at her. Like, it just makes you psychologically. That guy's probably like losing his mind talking to like nobody. Or is there a recorder from her having certain words?
No. They're very life looking, but they're not. They don't. Again, it's just a doll. Like they just sit there.
They just sit there.
wow.
I'm sure with technology, because
Or maybe if you push a button, it'll say "I love you," like the little dolls used to be, or those little pet, teddy bears.
You are the best.
God.
Yeah, just stuff like
Your
that.
penis is so wicked.
Jesus. Anyways, all right.
I love it when you turkey slap me, Jimmy.
I don't know.
I mean,
You fucking
maybe that's
blew it.
your next venture, recording voices for dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these
Japanese
men.
though.
Hi, Jimmy. I'm your wife. How do you like it when I love it when you come home from work and show me your Johnson?
Jesus. Is that
know.
a girl? Is that you doing a girl?
Yes.
A girl doll. It sounded more like a hillbilly doll.
This is a perfect, beautiful woman from Japan voice.
Or is that like a hillbilly from England or Ireland you're trying to do?
Christopher Walken here. The king of New York.
I think you'd have to probably do it in Japanese, though. Can you
Yeah.
speak Japanese?
Domo arigato.
The robot.
Mr.
Moving forward.
Oh my gosh.
Moving forward. Traci, your story of the Facebook people.
Yes. So interesting. For the proposal my friend got, literally, over Facebook. Anything can happen these days.
On Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah, just members of a fan club.
No, you gotta, because this is, listeners,
Ghostbusters fan club.
it's a Ghostbusters cosplay because your friend does like to dress up like a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
And
a lot of
they
people
go on
do.
Facebook and they talk in that
So
outfit.
yeah, so it's just oh no. Well, I don't know. Some people might, but
Does your friend like who's her favorite Ghostbuster?
but that's a good question.
She likes.
ask her.
Like,
I'm not in the Facebook
but
group,
as her,
so I'd have to
But as
ask
her
her.
personality, would you say she's like a Venkman, or a Stand, or a?
I'm trying to remember
fuck
what
do
the
you
guys are
remember
like.
these guys' names?
It's been a long time
Well,
since
you
I've
could say, is
watched.
she more like Bill Murray, or is she more like Dan Aykroyd, or more like Harold Ramis, or is
Yeah.
she like Ernie Hudson?
No, she'd
Bill
probably
Murray,
be.
fine. Move on.
She'd probably be more.
So this guy, what
So
did he
yeah,
do?
so this guy, said, "Hey, can we be friends? Like, can we be Facebook friends or whatever?" He's in California and she's in Mexico, and she's like, "Sure, like,
Okay.
just gonna talk. It's just a Facebook group, right?"
Okay.
So within a couple of days, he's like, "I really like you. I've seen your picture. You're very pretty. Would you move to California and be my girlfriend?"
Really?
Within 2 days.
So they were talking a lot for 2 days?
Not really.
Like,
Was
so
she
This
giving
is
him? Was she
how-
giving him like
No.
what's that word? Like reason to ask these questions?
No.
so
no.
it went from like
Complete
0
opposite. Yeah.
to
To fucking 60 and
move in with me.
yeah, move across the country, like
So she wasn't
to another
enticing
country, come to California from Mexico, and we'll get married. He's
Get married. Even.
he's
like,
in
not
a-
even just cope. Like not even.
No. What are you gonna use? No, what are you-
like this is, you can't make this up. It was just so funny. Like she's telling us this, and we're like, no. And then we saw the messages. Yeah, so he wants her to move there. He's separated, living with his mom right now.
Nice.
So he has a lot
Nice.
to offer. He has really a lot to offer.
Yeah,
her.
no, sounds like a real cat.
Yeah, and we were talking about because we have a
Did
girls
she
trip
see a
planned.
picture of him?
She has. It's,
Are they real? And what did she? How does he look? Like a regular guy? Or is he in his
yeah.
Ghostbuster outfit?
No,
Yeah,
he's
which
not in it.
Ghostbuster is he?
He used to be in the army.
Oh.
Which Ghostbuster would he be? Maybe he'd be the Ernie Hudson, I
Ernie
guess.
Hudson.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
But
he had
yeah,
so he had a mustache.
he
So he's moving. He's telling her to move to L.A.
moved to Cali.
California.
Yep. Be my girlfriend, and then we'll get married.
Sounds good.
I have 2 kids with my ex-wife.
Oh,
living
bonus. The
living
kids are
with
a
my
bonus,
mother.
yeah.
Living with my mother.
This guy's ticking every box.
Yeah, every positive.
Making
yeah.
her, and then we're planning a girls trip next year, and he's like, well, if you were with me, I don't know if I could allow that you could go by yourself.
To go where?
To meet in New York
so
with your
there's
friends. And she's like,
another-
what the fuck is going
Also,
on?
he's saying to her, you can't go. Wait a minute. She told him that they were going. She's going to New York.
Yeah, because she's like, well, that'll be my first trip to the States. And he's like,
Okay.
I don't think I would let you do that if you were living here with me. And she's like, but I'm not, that's not an option.
So
and
he-
she's trying to like avoid him. And these are all the messages
So now
that he keeps
not only
coming
are they
in.
married, but she's like a kept woman.
She's a kept woman.
This guy's okay. So we just added another. We need another piece
In
of paper
his
for the
mother's-
boxes because
in his mother's house.
it's like a long scroll of boxes. Okay, mustache, ghostbusting,
Oh.
cosplaying,
Can't leave the house.
army man who lives on mother's couch with
What does
kids
he do
with
for a living?
ex-wife.
Does he say what he does for a living? Like, does he have? Obviously, this is in the basement. So how much money could he make?
Yeah, I think he mentioned he's a security guard, something like
Oh,
that.
that's a high-profile position.
So,
Like in a mall.
Okay.
yeah, so he's feeling really comfortable with her, and she's being very standoffish, like not giving him anything. And then
So why don't you just block him or unfriend him? Isn't that what you do on these things?
that's kind of interesting at this point, like how.
Oh,
like,
so
all
she's
these-
liking all this.
So it's just
So she is playing.
like
with it.
we're getting entertainment out of it as her friends, herself and her friends. We're getting entertainment.
There's
out
no
of it.
way he can figure out where she lives, right?
No.
There's that safety. Okay,
Because that's
Yeah.
the last thing you want is some guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
this guy
No,
here,
no,
you
she's-
break his mind, make him go a little bit cuckoo, and next thing
Yeah.
you know, he's flying to wherever she is and chopping her head off.
God, don't say things like that.
No, he's
but
not gonna
it's,
chop
I
her
know
head.
what you
Guys
mean,
like
yeah.
that, you know, you can
Yeah.
only push them
Why
so
would he
far.
do that to his wife?
Yeah. He what?
Why would he murder his wife?
Yeah, why would anybody do that?
It
Yeah.
sounds like he's just in love.
But then the best part, yeah,
Oh, there's another box.
there's another box to be checked.
Okay, I'll add another piece of paper to this long
Yeah.
scroll of boxes.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so we're
like
about
he's
3
feeling very
meters.
comfortable with her.
Well, they're practically married. Of course, they're very comfortable.
Yeah, so he said, you know, I feel comfortable telling you that I'm waiting to get my operation,
Operation for what?
my transgender operation.
Oh,
What do you
so
mean?
he's-
So he's gonna
change
Yeah, he's gonna change.
to a woman?
Yes.
And he told her this?
He told her that.
And he wants to marry
So
her.
he's
He
the
wants to-
Mil-
so I'm like,
he's the Melissa McCarthy
so
Ghostbuster.
there you go. So he's
so
like asking her
confused.
to. I know. He's asking her to come to California, and then he's gonna become a woman.
And she's supposed to be okay with all
Is
this?
she a lesbian?
No, she is not.
So she's got to do. Go, okay, geez, okay. I don't even know if there's a box for that.
This is just unbelievable.
And
That's
what
why
does she
this is
reply
so
to
funny.
him?
Not, she's like, no, like, I don't mind talking to you once in a while on here, but no.
It'd
And
be funny if that was her reply. Like, listen, everything was going great. I was really thinking about coming up to California and marrying you, but unfortunately, I'm a heterosexual woman. So that's the sort of bit of a deal breaker.
like, how do you throw that out there?
Yeah.
This
yeah.
guy, this is like a little bit way outside the box. This guy's got issues, obviously. But why doesn't she tell him straight? Listen, not Bart.
Well,
I'm not marrying you. I'm not coming to you. You're obviously losing your mind.
Yeah, seek help.
Go to the mental hospital and get help, please, because you obviously have a lot of issues. And block him.
Well,
How about
she's nice. She's nice.
Nice.
And she's
What
like,
I just said is nice.
she's like, you know, trying to help him through it, I guess.
Help
I
him
don't
through
know.
it.
Like, talk to him.
Everything
Maybe
you're
the
going through is
guy,
getting worse and worse.
the guy needs friends. I don't know.
your friend seems very patient,
She's
but
very-
also, again, this story has a
And
lot
like
of
she
twists and
doesn't
turns.
respond for days and days and days.
And he keeps messaging?
And then he'll message again. So
So
yeah.
he's not like blistering her like all day every day, because that eventually. so
no,
there'll be,
that
like-
stopped. He did it in the beginning, and then she's like, "Look, I'm busy," and he's like, "Oh, okay." So he
So he
backed off a little
respects
bit,
that.
but
He
he's
respects her
still,
time.
but he's still like,
As it
"Are you interested at all?" And
What
she's
has
like,
gone with
"No."
the world, man, with this
So-
online dating and online
This
this?
is the power of Ghostbusters.
Do people feel like they have power over a keyboard and they're not scared or shy to say something?
I don't know.
Well, there is that. Is like when you have whatever what do they call the Overton window or whatever. Like when you're sort of like you
Not
can
face
put it
to
out
face,
there.
yeah, and you're not gonna really get.
Yeah, it'd be very like like you're just at your local Ghostbusters cosplay meeting in person.
Then you wouldn't talk like
You
that.
may not
You would- yeah.
propose right off the bat.
That's it.
Yeah, you might wait a week.
So this is not
Yeah.
something you guys would do personally. I'm getting the male side of this.
Well, I guess.
For me to go on Messenger and message people and say that?
Propose
Propose
marriage,
to what? To marry
propose
her?
marriage and all that right away.
Oh, come on, man. don't even know.
I gotta be wined and dined.
If anything, I would just joke with that guy. Just like have a little bit of fun. But otherwise, I don't get it. This guy today told me, what's that thing when you don't like, you feel that, remember the guy who ran the van and he ran on the sidewalk and killed the girls, the people?
The incel?
Yeah, that's right. And he said because he thinks girls don't find him attractive. So, what's it called?
Incels is sort of the
So there's like an actual, there's a real thread on this on Reddit. It's all over. There's a community.
there's a basement dwelling sort of virgin, like lifeless, again, to be, I don't want to say losers, but whatever. Like, again, we got to be sort of sympathetic to them at the same time. They just feel that there's nothing out there for them. But really, it's because you can live so much of your life behind a screen virtually that you're not out there in the world because it's not that hard to meet somebody.
No, and even if you get rejected, it's okay. We get rejected all the time. That's the whole fun of it. Like when you're actually going out, like to be, you're not gonna.
Some people have don't have that strong mental state.
So this is more of a condition.
Like
so these guys who are.
Yeah, you can take the rejection, but.
So your person who's messaging the Facebook has obviously got some issues. These people here, if a girl tells them I don't like you, they like what? They go cry? They want to kill women? What's their problem?
Yeah, well, it builds up. Again, it might be mental.
It's all mental issues, man. It's all mental.
Psychosis or whatever you want to call it. But there is a sort of a subset of society now of these sort of, and you can blame technology a lot.
I do blame technology.
Because it is like we talked about before when you're talking about the guys, all they want to do is smoke pot and play
sit in their video,
Yeah.
And, they're not out there, because you could just go down to the bar and or wherever and meet chick. Like
have a couple of bucks in your pocket, a little attitude, and just try your luck. That's the way it goes.
We're dudes and people are horny and whatever, and human contact is so important.
Very, yeah.
You're not, as long as you're just your sort of genuine, honest self.
So I don't get it. This community of these guys, they just sit there and they just mope to each other about how their life is.
A lot of them play a lot of video games, is what it is, and so but it's true, because if you can fill your time with sort of
Fantasy.
media
and
fantasy, and then they're also, because everything's connected and they're talking to each other and they form these sort of kind of self-perpetuating communities.
Yeah.
And again, there's not much you don't go out for that much. You can kind of live, but you still have enough contact that you're not just by sitting in a cell and
till you snap.
So that you can get a release. But again, when you're seeing because you get those endorphin rushes from playing video games, or just getting people liking your tweets or whatever, which is a true phenomenon. Like when you
If somebody likes it,
if someone
of
likes
course.
a tweet, you get that little you get that little push. It's and so
I tweeted a picture of my face one time. I didn't get any likes, dislikes, nothing.
And so did you go hide in your basement?
I was so upset.
I know, exactly. But again, if you're getting sort of stimuli,
I understand. Yeah.
You can kind of be like,
what a cheap way to feel good about yourself.
Yeah,
a like.
Oh my God, I got a like from somebody last night on Twitter, and I was like,
"You want to have a party today?"
Yeah, it was very exciting.
Party.
Excellent, Traci, great work.
Very exciting.
You did it.
Yes.
That's true. So again, I don't know. It's it's sort of, there's no answers, and again, none of us here are any sort of expert on these things, but it's sort of fascinating that it gives them both the sort of the brave, the strength to reach out, because there's no real consequence.
I understand. I call them computer whatever.
But at the same time, you're built to fail, because it's no one is Though there are so many relationships of people that online that meet, and then they can. Maybe
but they eventually meet in person.
Eventually, you definitely have to go to meet in person. Now, what would be the next generation thing is if people who have a Twitter relationship and they consider themselves married and they've never met and they only exist over Twitter or something. That would be insane, and it probably does exist. It's like one step from marrying a doll.
Well, what's going to happen
that'll be
now
the Twitter marriage. You got your doll marriage, and you have your Twitter marriage.
Yeah, and you have Twitter priests, and everybody's there, and it's great.
What happens now that this COVID thing is ending? Are we all going to go back to hi, or is nobody going to want to talk to you because they're scared?
I think the people that are brave enough to go and talk to people are going to thrive, and the people that are living in fear and have sort of been, allowed themselves to be traumatized by all the bullshit, they're going to have to figure something out for themselves, and there is going to be a percentage.
That's
of
why I
the
think
Yeah.
more of it's
population.
going to be online now.
And again,
Yeah.
there is we can say, conspiracy or other side, the powers that be are trying to move people into sort of a more pod-like existence to kind of
Yeah,
keep
that's
you
pretty
sort of in
sad.
your,
People got to go
electronic
out.
pens.
People got to go out.
Yeah.
But I think the people that do go out, there will be a beautiful resurgence of humanity.
I agree.
Say what you want about whether or not you're for protesting, whatever. What you do see
No,
in the
yeah.
honest, beautiful stuff is that there's actually citizens out there, people, human, who want to go and be humans
Yeah.
again.
Be
and
human again.
experience-
Yes, absolutely.
Never
experience-
mind social media likes.
No, you want to experience positive. Again, like there's nothing better than going to see like a concert or anything like
Of
that.
course.
Because
Yeah.
the true human connection is being in a crowd.
Yeah.
And you can't get that over Zoom or over
No.
Twitter or over Facebook.
Agreed.
It's in
Let's take a little break, Pat. You're right. We're starting to ramble. We'll be back in a sec, guys.
Hi, I'm Rudolph Gumwa, and I'm just a humble mule farmer from the Lazy D Ranch here in beautiful Little Lemon, Alberta. I just wanted to come on the program here and tell y'all that me and all the other hard-working ass hands at the International Association of Professional Mule Farmers supports the fine team and all their great work at the Blue Hard Talk Hard podcast. And we was all hoping that y'all take a second to rate, review, and subscribe to the show. That's all there is to it, and that'd be swell. And also feel free to love yourself a mule. The hardest working, sweetest, most ornery, and delicious animal in the universe. They're me and my families and thousands of others like me and us is bread and butter. And always remember this, that without mules, there'd be no humans.
You rolling? Well, welcome back, listeners. Julian's still here.
Tracy's still here.
Pat's still here.
I'm over here, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut Pat off. He's talking too much. Anyways, let's just pretty much say one thing. Everybody get outside. Spring is coming. Blowhard's got a lot of good guests coming up, a lot of good things. As listeners out there, enjoy life. Enough of this online bullshit. These stories actually were kind of weird today, but they are real. So just get out, like you said, enjoy the weather,
outside, yeah.
see the sun.
Don't be afraid of humans. You know, the world's opening up. No one's gonna die. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna save your life is to go out there and interact and
Exactly.
form relationships and have fun.
Yeah. Let's pretend the last 2 years never happened if you could.
Yes, come and tip your bartenders.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
your bartenders and your servers.
Tip
Yeah.
your servers.
It's time to come and see us
25%.
again. Yes.
Get out there and sniff some actual
Please.
feces in an actual toilet.
There you
Yeah, on that note,
There you go.
Julian,
go. Tracy.
we're out. Tip your fucking feces. Jeez.
Tip your feces.
Tip your
Tip-
feces.
tip the feces.
Don't tip your bartender feces. though.
Yeah. First,
With feces. Don't tip your bartender with feces.
on that note.
Jesus Christ.